condition and be with that rule.
Yeah,
be free of any misconduct.
Yeah, that's what you're saying now when you come to consult.
Exactly. So that's all I want to do.
Yeah.
So I want to go back because, you know, the way that things have run, I've got all these problems now, and it's come under your watch.
Okay, as you sit here now today, what is your issue today?
Okay, so
the past issues, for example, like I was saying, his condition on the 15th.
No, he said
these issues.
No, let me explain. Let me explain this. You understand? Conditions can be a continuum. You understand? Like he's talking about the head is swelling, dizziness, visual problems.
Right. Why did that come about? That's what I want to know.
No. He cannot just say that in medicine. You understand? Now there are certain conditions that can be complication of underlying medical problem, of ongoing medical problem. You understand? Whenever somebody is talking about head problems, issues, dizziness, visual problems, these are neurologic symptoms. You understand?
But the symptoms, but the swelling is weird too.
No, and that's what I'm saying. As long as it's something that deals with the head, one vision, you have to involve an ophthalmologist for the vision, you involve a neurologist for the head. You understand?
But I've gone to neurologists and cardiologists.
So this is the point. Well, that is not, that's my own job. You understand? If I don't do that, you know what the insurance will tell me? They're going to call me, Dr. McCarthy, you not send that patient to a specialist. So that's what Dr. McCarthy does. When I see the problem, I send the patient to the specialist. So basically, when we see you, we evaluate the condition, and they will say, okay, let the patient see this.
But we've been doing this for the last 1.5 years, and it's been getting worse. So it's really bad to go with the same thing over and over again.
Let me come to that now. If the patient is not satisfied with this particular specialist, the patient reserves the right to say, I want to see another specialist. You understand? If the patient is seeing a neurologist, then for some reason the patient thinks that my problem is not solved by this neurologist, the patient can see another neurologist.
Okay.
You understand?
Right. But this is, so right now, and I think the things are not going to work out going through this MedStar MCO. That's a real bad system, and my condition is getting worse and worse. It's not about a bedside manner kind of being happy with the neurologist.
So that's the point here.
It's about causing really bad
That's the point. That's the point I'm saying here. You understand?
So I need to get out of this.
The point I'm saying here is that if you are having these problems, you understand?
Right.
Right about it. Your problem is getting worse. It's not getting better. You're not satisfied with the care you are getting. You reserve the right, just like you're saying, to say, you know what? I want to change the MCO.
Right.
Because they are not being receptive, or they are not being.
Right.
You understand? For any reason, even when you change the MCO, you have the right to say, I want to change to another primary care doctor. I have the right to change. I want to change to another specialist. But Dr. McCarthy or any primary care doctor, to care for the patient in the best possible way, you have to involve other team, which was specialists.
But did you realize the other team was involved, and the things got worse and worse? So
that's the point. That's the point. Well, that one now, that comes under. In fact, you, the patient, can also go to that doctor and cardiologist and say, "But why is my problem getting worse? Why do you see that I've been coming here? My problem is not getting better."
So I'm trying to what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to understand my medical condition. Okay, so I'm trying to understand how these problems like swelling on the head and all came. So this is what I think is what's going on, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, because if I'm not wrong, these kind of things should show up on the records, and then it really makes more problems when I look in your records and I see it's maybe it's not this, then I have to make
Did he have the swelling from the one?
No, it's not even about the swelling or the thing. The point here is that it could be any other complication from the patient's medical.
Okay, so
that's just one aspect.
Right.
So come now. I don't have the whole day here.
Right. No, not the whole day. I just want to finish.
What I'm saying right is that I have a team of doctors that are qualified to practice medicine in America.
None of this is solving my problem.
I understand
all this talk.
And I respect that.
Let me try. Stop. Can you please hold on?
No.
I know. You're changing the topic.
No. this is the point. Don't say.
So far, you haven't discussed my condition.
No, listen now. We'll talk about it the last time you were here. I don't say stop. You don't say stop when I'm talking, okay? I don't say stop when you're talking.
Okay, then you can talk, but I don't want you leaving after that and saying you gave me time, which you did not give me time.
Do you know how long we've been here?
Because you were talking.
Do you know how long we've been here for?
That's what I said. Stop. So let's discuss the 5 minutes thing which I came for.
That's what we're discussing.
We discuss the 5 minutes.
That's what we're discussing. You talk about the head swelling when you bend down.
No.
You
I keep saying what I want to discuss is my medical history so we can understand how we got to this point, because I expect what you don't agree with should, so I will contest if it's not in my records. So you can tell me now, so if it's not in my records, it's okay at that point. So I'm discussing my medical condition, and the basic rule is I have to be free of any misconceptions. So I'm going to start right now. Let me have 5 minutes, okay? You haven't given me the 5 minutes. Let me have the 5 minutes to discuss. Okay, so my old symptom was, which my doctor wrote up in 2013, I didn't really go to a doctor for a long time. I had a small head injury. It's up by the nose area, and then I got migraines, and then after that I was treated with migraine medications, and after getting treated with migraine medications, the headaches went away, but I got more numbness and some dizziness, and I was okay with that condition because it wasn't the problem of the migraine, and it really wasn't so disabling because I could do a lot of things. I just had to take a little more rest in the day. But in 2013, I went for an MRI test, and when I went for the MRI test went through flawlessly. But in addition to the flawless MRI test, they did an extra injection which was done on the ulnar artery of the left hand, and they forced water into the head. They flushed the blood, or they deprived the brain of oxygen, but the information shows that for about 60 minutes there is unaccounted for activity on the MRI test. So after they did this, then I got new symptoms, because so this is the problem I'm trying to understand, because and this makes perfect sense with the swellings on my head, because when they did this, they caused injuries to the head, and like you were saying, the injuries are the long-standing injuries, and it's not something that's new popping up. It's the long-standing injuries, but they change. So that's what it is. So in 2013, when I got the injuries to the head, they weren't like this, but since they weren't getting treated, they slowly became worse to the point where they're swelling and the symptoms are much worse. So I'm trying to figure out at this point whether that's a right appraisal, that it was only water. There's a only question of whether it is water which was set up, or whether it was the MRI contrast gadolinium. But I don't think it's the contrast, I think it's the water, because my eyes started swelling underneath here also. But then after that I was treated with verapamil, and that's the time the heart problem came. I never noticed any heart problem in my life, but the heart problem came when I was treated with verapamil. So I think all the problems come from those two things. The one thing is that injection which was sent through the artery and flushed the water up into the brain, and we know it's showing up on the records, 60 minutes or whatever. There's no accounted for time, so we know the injuries came in the head. Then I also got these veins here, obviously here, and I know what these veins are, because when the things come down and things get blocked, these are collateral circulation. So these veins here are not coming because I'm like Arnold Schwarzenegger. These veins are coming here because there's a blockage in the veins going back to the heart, so things come out. So that came. But I think I was okay till that point, but then when I got the verapamil, that's the time it turned to a heart problem, and then even with little bit of exertion I was getting sweating. So now it looks like there's the heart condition, there's the injuries inside the head, and there's the problem with the veins here. And that's why it makes perfect sense. I'm getting heart trouble, I'm getting swelling swellings on the head, and when I tilt my head forward, it makes sense because of this area right here. That's why I'm getting numbness and dizziness. So we are trying to work with this basic thing. So if that's the condition, then I want the treatment based on that. And so far the treatment, the last cardiologist which I went to was Dr. Saeed. He didn't write any of this down. And the last neurologist, I'm not sure what he sent back. Did he send back something? Oh yes, I know what the last neurologist said. He said he doesn't want to see me anymore. So how is this going to work with this kind of system? So we need a system where the system is supposed to be the primary care, the patient, and the specialists are all coordinating together, not the specialist getting up and running. So I went to I went to Dr. OK. He said he won't see me anymore, even though he cannot do that because this is a Medicaid system with the MCO. He's not allowed to drop me. The only reason the MCO or any of their doctors are allowed to drop a patient is if they threaten violence or something like that. But I haven't done any of those things. So Dr. OK dropped me. He's a cardiologist. Dr. Saeed disappeared. He won't answer the call. We sent some letters to him. He said he moved. That's two. So there's the two cardiologists. Then the neurologist, I forget his name, the neurologist, but Dr. Vicker. Dr. Vicker said he's not going to see me anymore. And so all three, right, all three specialists, and that makes your hard job. I see what you mean. You need to get the specialists involved, but the specialists are running away from the job. So I've seen 3 specialists, and all 3 specialists have disappeared. So that's how things going to work. So, and really, but this is also the problem I have now because of all these problems. When I shovel snow, you know, we had the big snow. When I shovel snow, my fingers went numb here, and they stayed numb for a few months.
We are going through the numbness and swelling.
Right.
And I'm glad you know it's more than 5 minutes now, so you will not say it's not 5 minutes.
Right. So I just want to make sure these things are showing up.
Okay, right.
Okay, go ahead.
So here's the point now.
Okay.
That problem that you've shown here require the expertise of a neurologist. Numbness, swelling, redness, your eye when you bend down, you squeeze, the glasses are squeezing here.
Right.
And those are all good. Now, if the neurologist is not available, we are more than willing to look for another neurologist for you, or if you have a neurologist in mind, we can send you there. But definitely, Mr. Crosia, the complication of your medical condition require a team approach, and the team approach require the neurologist, the cardiologist, and the ophthalmologist. You understand?
Okay.
So all those things, you need them, and you need them for them to come together to make sure they give you the best care possible. You understand? It's rather unfortunate all these people are running away. You understand?
Right. So the problem is they're running away, but you're supposed to control them.
No, I'm not supposed to control them.
He says you're the leader of my medical care.
Listen. All we can do is what I'm explaining.
If you have